everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. So a couple weeks ago during my workshop, I showed you how to create a very popular design style, and I have gotten so many requests for instructions from people who attended the workshop and are trying to recreate the design, and then also from people that were unable to attend. So I thought I would put together a short video and show you how to go about creating the design that I created, or just using that technique to create something all of your own. So for this project, we are going to choose a t-shirt template. So I'm just going to go ahead and click on apply. Now what we are going to be doing is using shapes as a clipping mask to put designs inside of those shapes. So for this, we need to click on elements, and then we're going to go to shapes. And once shapes comes up, you see that recently Sawgrass added several specialty shapes as well as 3 different alphabet choices. Now these new specialty items, it does require that you have a Designmate Plus membership to use these items. You can move them to your workspace and design with them, but before you can actually save and print, you will need to have that membership. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and we're going to click on our tree. And I'm just going to go ahead and zoom in so it's easier for you to see on the video. So now we need to make our tree a little bit smaller. Okay, and what I'm going to do is, so that all of my trees are the same size, I'm going to go ahead and I'm just going to duplicate it. So I have 3 trees, and we'll move the other 2 out of the way for just a moment. Go back and select our first tree. Now we're going to come over to the left hand side and click on this option that says use this as a mask. So we click on that, and then we will get the option to upload some artwork. Now, every time you use this particular feature, you will need to upload the image. Even if it is something that you have already uploaded into Designmate, you will need to upload it again with the clipping mask feature. So we're going to go upload, and we're going to pick our piece of art, and it then comes into the shape. Now, if we needed to adjust it, it came in fairly nice, and I'm happy with that. But if I needed to adjust it, make it bigger, move it left, move it right, up or down, you just click on that particular item, and we have these controls here that will move your image inside the shape. You can expand, which will make it bigger, or you can compress, which will make it smaller. So that's where we go to, if we need to make adjustments to how the image appears inside the item. So let's go ahead and grab a second tree. And once I select it, I get that option again to use this as a mask. I'm going to click on upload. And let's grab our second piece of art. And now we're going to place our second tree. So I'm going to move it fairly close to my first tree. But now I want my plaid tree to be behind my Santa tree. So with that plaid tree selected, I'm going to come over here to the right-hand side and I'm going to send it back. Now I'm going to grab my third tree. I'm going to click on Use This as a Mask, click on Upload, and then I'm going to grab my third piece of art and then click Open. And I have my third tree. Now, if you put an image inside of one of the shapes and then you do not care for that image, you do have the option to replace it. Just understand, the more times you replace an image, you may see some lag because there's a, it's adding image after image. So now I'm going to move my third tree over, and once again I want it to be behind the tree next to it, so I'm going to send it back. Okay, now I want to be able to size and move these all as one unit, so I need to group them together. So the way that we do that is I'm going to put my cursor over here. I'm going to hold down my left mouse button and I'm just going to lasso around all of the items, and now they are grouped together and I can make them a little bit bigger and I can move them down just a hair. I don't want it completely centered, just a little bit down further. And then we're going to add some words. So I'm going to once again click on Elements and go to Shapes, and I'm going to use the bubble letters. I'm going to click on More and I'm going to grab that M and I'm going to size that down. Okay, now I'm going to click on Use This as a Mask, upload again, and grab my art. Now I want this to kind of not be straight, but I want them to be rotated and kind of, rotated and in different directions. So I'm going to put my mouse over the curved arrow and just slightly move it to the left. Okay, so now I'm going to click on Back, go to Elements, Shapes, and go back to my bubble letters, and I'm going to grab the E, and I'm going to size that down. I'm going to put it kind of next to my M so I can kind of eyeball the size. Okay, and then I'm going to click our mask option and upload again. And then I'm going to choose our artwork. And now I'm going to move the letter E kind of close to the M, and I'm going to rotate it in the opposite direction. Okay. Maybe just down just a hair. And now we're going to go back and grab the letter R. And I'm going to size that down. Kind of checking my sizing. Once I get it about the size I want it, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to duplicate it because we'll need another one in just a moment. select my first one, choose my mask option, and then click Upload, and choose my art. And then I'm going to overlap the letter E just a little bit, and I'm going to rotate. We'll click our second R, choose the mask option, upload, choose our art. Then I'm going to place it close to the first R and rotate in the opposite direction. And then we're going to go back one last time into shapes and grab our letter Y. We're going to size it down. Upload our art. And then we're going to overlap it and rotate it. Okay, now I want to move the word Mary all by itself and kind of place it better than it is right now. So again, I'm going to put my cursor over to the side, lasso only the items that I want to group together, and move it just a touch. Okay, so now we're going to add the word Christmas, but we're not going to use this particular technique for that word. For that, we're just going to use our fonts. So I'm going to click on Fonts. And I'm going to type the word Christmas. Okay, I'm going to size it down, and this may need to change just a little bit once we pick the actual font we're going to use. So now I'm going to click on Font Style because I want to choose a script font for this word. So once I click on Font Style, it shows me a list of all the font choices I have. Since I want only a script file or script font, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to click on the funnel up at the top. And then I'm going to choose script, and then I'm going to hit apply. And that's only going to show me those choices. I happen to like this cursive font for this project. So I'm going to click on that, and then I'm going to remember to click on done so that my selection is saved. Okay, so now we're going to change the color of this a little bit. So we're going to click on Fill Color. And you notice we have these predetermined color swatches. Well, here is another hidden gem inside this area. If you scroll all the way to the bottom, we have a red glitter swatch. So I'm going to click on that, and it's going to change our letters to a red glitter. I'm going to click on Done. And now I want to give it just a little bit of an outline. So I'm going to click on Outline Color. And once again, I'm just going to use the predetermined color swatches. And I'm going to pick a Christmassy green color. and I'm going to come up to our stroke bar, and I'm just going to move that down to a 1 so that it's outlined and you see it, but it's not overwhelming. So now we're going to go ahead, and I think trees might be a little bit large, so I'm going to move just my trees. So again, I'm going to need to group them. So I'm going to put my mouse over here, and I'm only going to grab the trees when I pull my cursor to lasso them. Just the trees, and I'm just going to size them down just a touch, and then move them up just a little bit. Maybe take Mary and move Mary up a bit, and then move our trees up. This way, we have room to enlarge Christmas. Okay, now what we're going to do is we're going to go and we're going to click on effects. We have some really cool text effects that we can use, so we're going to click on that, and we are going to use this upward slash, and it puts our text on an angle. I'm going to click done, and then just size again and move it up just a little bit, and there you have it. Very popular design style for all the holidays, and very, very simple in Designmate. Now, once again, you will need a Designmate Plus to accomplish this, but it is a really fun design style, and hopefully we will see additional shapes and some additions to that area. So if you have any questions, please let me know in the comments. Reach out to me on Facebook. Remember to follow me on Facebook at Learning Sublimation with Lori. Join my Sawgrass user group where you can ask any question that you need answered with your Sawgrass. And join me every Thursday night when I show you how to get the most out of the program. If you are interested in the different artwork that I used for this project, all of the designs did come from Creative Fabrica, and I will put the links to those files and where you can purchase them on that website in the description of this video. Thanks, everyone.